This has been an amazing project. It's taken us 2 years to pull this together. Ever since Patricia and I came together as leadership for the ballet, the Nutcracker had been a project on our list.
It was first created for an organization that had very few professional dancers and a school. So the level of expertise has risen, and so did our Nutcracker need to rise to that occasion.
We wanted to take a page from Pacific Northwest Ballet's Maurice Sendak Nutcracker. And locally, who would you go to? Chris Van Allsburg. Now that was a sort of process in and of itself. You know, everybody in this town knows Chris Van Allsburg, but nobody has his phone number.
So when we learned that Glenn was trying to make that connection, we were happy to kind of put the pieces together and help start this wonderful collaboration on its way.
So we go to dinner at Chris Van Allsburg's house, and there's Eugene Lee, and didn't realize just how special a team that was coming together that night.
And so that first meeting seemed to be, yeah, let's do this. And everyone was pretty excited about it.
His detailed drawings are beyond belief, you know. I mean, the way he actually paints these things, you know, they're terrific. And of course, he's a sculptor too, so he has a three-dimensional mind.
And he needed to bring a choreographer on that wanted to be a part of a collaboration. And Val was my first and only choice. An incredible man, a great artist. He's a great storyteller and really the perfect choreographer for our production.
Coming here, I had a feeling if it was Patricia, I know the dancers will be responsive and will be really good and versatile. And I was absolutely right. And so they've been great. I knew it was the right time and the right artistic director and the right designers.
It was this summer that we were approached by the Grand Rapids Ballet and Hospice of Michigan, and we decided that this would be a great thing for the community. We are all about the community, so we just thought what a great tie-in for everything Michigan, and we're doing it here in West Michigan. What better place to do it?
Everyone can read the same book, and if you get together, there's elements in that book that excite you, or someone's character, and how that all comes out. So we have Chris, Eugene, Val, and myself all reading the same book, all bringing to that the story that we see on those pages to life.
You know, some of the more ambitious things that I wanted to do at the outset, bring a lot of things into the, well, I wasn't thinking of the dance area, I was just thinking of this as the stage. And as long as I thought of it as a stage, it was a place where I could stick stuff. But then when I was explained to me, no, Chris, that's not the stage, that's the dance area. So you can't put things there, because people will dance into it.
Our exercise as set designers has been to use the illustrations from Chris as our script, as our inspiration, and as our research. So it's serving as both script in many ways and as research.
Sometimes you can over-coach something to where it becomes mechanical. You've got to allow for some freedom here and there. Of course, the corps de ballet, you want the arms right, you want everything in line, but you won't want it so regimented that you lose the soul. You lose the heart of it. You lose the fun.
He's very interested in us looking good. So I never worry that a step's not going to look good on my body or it's not going to read to the audience. I have a lot of faith in what he's created on us.
I think one of the challenges for younger ballet audiences and even older ballet audiences is that dance is not a particularly easy to read narrative form. And so if the backdrop can help stitch the story together a little bit more, that I think will make it more interesting to younger and older audiences so that they can actually follow Clara's journey and the role that both Drosselmeyer and the Prince play in it.
What this world premiere event means for Hospice of Michigan is it helps to support our open access program. We will not turn anyone away regardless of their age, their diagnosis, or ability to pay. That includes adults, but it also includes kids. And most of that work is unreimbursed, and so philanthropic dollars help us to have that possible.
So even though you wouldn't necessarily put the two together, it was a wonderful gift back to Hospice for Glenn and the team at Grand Rapids Ballet to say, in a way, you helped to get this collaboration started. Let's continue it through the premiere and through the new Nutcracker and do something very special for both organizations. And in that way, we will be benefiting not only the ballet, but also the children's program at Hospice of Michigan through the generosity of our donors at the premiere.
The Nutcracker really, truly is a collaboration. And the reason why everybody gets so excited about successful collaborations is because they're hard. They're intricate and involve many people. It's more than just the ballet company. It's more than the dancers and the choreographer. It is about the designers. It's about the lighting. It's about the fundraising and the activities of the board and of our development staff, of the community, of community leadership, of everybody coming together, saying, sort of as a collective group, arts and culture are important to our community.
I look forward to it just because I want to see, well, how did it turn out? How did those painters interpret the small charcoal and pastel and watercolor things that I was doing? How do those turn out when they're 60 feet wide and 32 feet tall?
It's kind of exciting to see it, and I think it must be kind of either scary or exciting for him to see his drawings appear, blown up to the scale that they're going to be. It's like a Metropolitan Opera type, the scale here.
All the rehearsals prior, you're looking at all the details and why is this working? Why is this working? That set isn't moving on time, the music's too fast, whatever. But on the first night,
So it's more.
for the first time, you get to see the whole thing and you just take it all in. So it'll be like I'm watching it for the first time too.
And I love when the orchestra starts tuning. That's kind of like a very nice feeling because you hear them start tuning to get ready to go. And then you're like, all right, here we go, guys. For us, we love it. Like if you see a turn, a jump, or even, a special moment to react to it. And it really is lovely. It's nice feeling.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we do it. Like, it's for the audience. We want them to have a good time. We want them to experience the magic of Christmas or the season or whatever. It's great when they go there with us. And it's nice to hear that from them. So.
I dance every role with every dancer. I pull every rope with every stagehand. I see every costume that comes on there and know where those costumes have come from and those costumers putting them together, making sure they look absolutely wonderful. So the first production is very exhausting, exhilarating, and exciting, but it really is when that curtain goes up and you sit in a silent theater and you hear the audience, that's when you know you've done a good production.